Hi everyone, thanks for joining our webinar today. Today's webinar will be covering faster, better, and smarter sales campaigns with Sanity. I'm Yena, I'm a strategist here at Rangle.
Hey guys, I am Natalia, I'm a software developer at Rangle.
Today we'll be covering why leading e-commerce brands like Nike and Puma are going headless, what sales campaign management looks like on a headless platform like Sanity's, and how to audit your sales content workflows to create a headless e-commerce roadmap that works for your brand. First, before we talk about why brands are going headless, what does it mean to go headless? Unlike a traditional CMS like WordPress, in a headless CMS, your content is separated from your designs, layouts, and visuals that make up your website. Content authors, like members of your marketing team, e-commerce team, merchandising teams, they can access the CMS and update content via a user-friendly web interface. They can create new pages, change the layout of the pages, update content and publish them, and your website content is connected to your e-commerce platform like Shopify, and when you hit publish, those changes go live to your website without your devs ever having to touch website copy. You can also preview unpublished content, so you can draft your upcoming sale. You can make changes to your product pages, to your homepage. You can change the banners, change any media modules, cards. You can change your heroes, the layout of the heroes. You do all those wonderful things inside your headless CMS interface and preview them. You get a preview link. You can share them with your colleagues, and it's very, very easy to use, and you'll never break your website because it's impossible, because your website content is decoupled from the code that makes up the designs and layouts and everything about your website. And here's why leading e-commerce brands are going headless. On a traditional CMS, you'd have needed developers to update website content. To publish that promotional banner for your Black Friday sale, you'll have had to ping your developer to update those words. But no longer. On a headless CMS, you can make all those changes yourself without touching any of the code. We've had clients who previously took over a week to create a sale, and they were able to launch multiple sales in a single day on their headless platform. And whereas before you might have had to go through dozens of pages, affect different components in order to launch a sale, you can manage all of your sales content, all of your heroes, your banners, the different product pages, collections pages, everything, all of your sales content all in one place without affecting how your users experience your website today, before the sale or even after the sale. And here are some of the brands that are going headless, and which shows that headless e-commerce platforms have really worked out for them, and it's great for those brands. We love Sanity's headless CMS for e-commerce brands especially because it integrates really, really well with Shopify product data. They have a Shopify app called Sanity Connect. As you can see on this video here on the right side, it pulls in product data from Shopify. You can also connect other e-commerce platforms like Stripe. Sanity's UI is super customizable. E-commerce marketing teams love Sanity's UI, as do developers. It's really easy to work with as developers. You can schedule to publish and even unpublish website content through Sanity, and many, many other features that we'll just cover very, very soon.
So what could managing sales campaigns look like on Sanity? Let's talk about it. So here we're taking a look at an instance of Sanity where we have set up some sales. You can see we've got a few sales here already scheduled: Mother's Day, Easter, Super Bowl, Boxing Day, Cyber Monday. All of these sales can get set up in advance. Up at the top, you'll see a tab for schedules. Sanity has a great scheduling functionality where you can see all of your sales and when they're going to be published and unpublished. As long as you give those correct dates, you don't have to worry about it at all. You've got to connect your Shopify or other e-commerce platform like Sales Logic into Sanity, and we'll kind of show you how that works so that your UI knows how to update. So this is kind of just illustrating where that Sales Logic might live in Sanity. So zooming in a little bit on the fields that you'd be matching up with Shopify or your other platform. Let's say you have a sale where you want to give somebody a 15% discount with a minimum purchase of $100. So here we have set up a minimum purchase amount of $100, and a percentage sale of 15%. This is mirrored with the information that you've already entered on your e-commerce platform. And Sanity is using these fields, the information from these fields, to update the UI to show, for example here, spend $100, get 15% off. And it's also down here at the bottom where we have a Nike Dunk High women's shoes. We can see that the 170 is crossed off, and we've got a new price, $144, showing up with that 15% discount. And then here we have a place where you can add various products that would be affected by this particular sale, because maybe you don't want to be giving 15% off of certain kinds of products. Here we are going to be affecting a muslin blanket or a weighted blanket. It's just a blanket sale. So with those sales created, you can also manage the content in the same place. So this is a familiar screenshot, but what we're looking at here actually is the content part of the sales. So we've already set up our sales logic, we've already mirrored it with our e-commerce platform, and here we are going to say exactly what the content is going to be for our Cyber Monday sale or our Black Friday sale. On the left side here, on the right side, you can kind of see that we have various touch points throughout the website, like our heroes, our shop module, pencil banner, unlock offer modals, things like that, that get affected by our Cyber Monday sale. Now zooming in on, for example, managing the content for a spring sale. I have selected here that I want to take a look at our heroes, and specifically I want to look at the hero for our homepage. I want to say that our our variant for the homepage hero during the spring sale is going to be a split screen. We're going to call it a spring sale, and we're going to give 15% off everything. So in one place, I have indicated that during this sale, this hero looks like this on the home page. But I could also go click on the collections page and change the hero for this sale on this page, right here in Sanity. And then I can also go and check the different various pencil banners that I might have on different pages, all without leaving this area of Sanity. But a caution to you all, a poorly designed platform negates many benefits of going headless. So let's talk about that. Yena?
So in order to build a workflow wherein you can update all of your sales content all in one place, you have to first understand your sales. What kind of sales do you have? Perhaps you have seasonal sales. Perhaps you have regularly recurring sales, maybe ones are one-off, maybe you might have like a Super Bowl sale depending on whatever current events that are happening that are relevant to you. Maybe you have surplus inventory, so you might have other sales. Do you have sales that are site-wide? Do you also have sales that affect particular products? And do you have multiple locales? You might have different languages in each of those locales, and so you have to understand what kind of sales you have and where you're running those sales and what languages they're on. And so once you understand what your sales are, you have to understand where changes need to be made and what kind of changes need to be made across your website, so that when you do build your headless platform, you can build a workflow that allows you to manage everything in one place, and you can build a workflow that is actually useful for your brand. Every brand has a different need. They'll be updating different parts of the website. They'll have different types of sales, and so you have to find what works for you. And in order to do that, you have to understand what sales you have and where and when you need to make those changes. And so, for example, what kind of pages are affected by your sale? Perhaps your home page, product pages, collections pages, maybe some sales-specific pages need to be updated for that particular sale that you're working on, and you have different contact blocks across those pages, like banners and heroes and carousels that need to be affected. And so once you understand all of the sales that happened, what your touch points are across your website, then you can build something like on the right-hand side. You have one page where you can update everything across your entire website all in one place. Another great feature about Sanity is live preview. You can see sales before they happen, and in the bottom right hand corner you can actually see a little bit of a preview window, and so once you're drafting all your sales content, you can actually see it updating on your right hand side. How is it going to affect your website? And you can actually click around in the live preview, look at your home page, different product pages, just to see how your sales is looking across all of the different pages that are affected. And all of this you can draft and preview without affecting your live site. So you can see all these changes without affecting how the users are experiencing your website today, before the sale or even after the sale. You can share a link to this preview with your manager, other team members for review and approval as well.
So in summary, headless CMS like Sanity is super customizable for your specific sales needs, and it integrates really, really well with Shopify and other kinds of e-commerce platforms like Stripe, etc. So we super recommend it, and we've worked with it pretty successfully so far. You can create all of your sales for the year without developer bottlenecks. This is a big one. When you go headless, you can put together workflows for your marketers, your e-commerce managers to go in to this editor interface, not having to talk to any developers at all, not having to see or edit any code, and create all of your sales for the entire year. No developers needed. And while you're doing that, you can preview all those sales in advance. You can preview a sale that's 6 months away in advance without actually affecting your default experience. And you can send very specific links to stakeholders to that sale 6 months away without messing anything up on your current site. And you can publish and unpublish content on schedule. You can head off on vacation knowing that your spring sale is going to be unpublished by the time you get back, while you're just sipping your Mai Tai on the beach, not thinking about it at all. But importantly, for all of this stuff to work well on your platform, you must audit and catalog your sales touch points. So you've got to know when and where, when all your sales are, where on the platform or on the website you're going to be needing content changes, so that you can find all those areas and put them all in one place in Sanity, so that your workflow is super easy and really, really quick. So thank you all for joining us for Transforming Sales Campaigns. We have been working for a long time on headless platforms and doing digital transformations with lots of different companies. So let us know if you have any questions. Thanks again.